What is up, YouTube? Today I'm coming back at you with another DVD/Blu-ray Pickups video. Now today, I have quite a lot of movies to show you guys. I have 11 different things that I picked up. Most of it is actually used. I didn't really pick up many new movies, but I've got 10 things on DVD and 1 Blu-ray. Some of the stuff on DVD is stuff that doesn't have Blu-ray releases, and other things are just movies I either haven't seen or just things that I was happy to get a good deal on. So I'll talk a little bit about each one as we go through it, but let's just get right into it. We'll go to the DVDs first, and then we'll end off with the Blu-ray. So, alright, so the first movie I picked up is one that I have seen. It's a pretty well-known movie. It's not the best movie, but I actually really enjoy this movie. I think it's underrated. I feel like it gets more flack than it really deserves. I'm not saying it's a fantastic movie by any means, but it's a decent movie, and I actually really like it. And that is The Butterfly Effect. This is the original Butterfly Effect. I know there's sequels, but this is the first one. And this is the special edition that has the director's cut. Now, if you've never watched the director's cut of Butterfly Effect, it is way better, if only even just for the ending. The ending of the theatrical cut of Butterfly Effect makes absolutely no sense in context to the story of this movie, whereas the ending from the director's cut makes a lot more sense, and there's actually foreshadowing for the director's cut ending rather than the theatrical ending, which just doesn't make a lot of sense. But yeah, this comes with both versions. It comes with the director's cut and the theatrical cut, and then it does have quite a few special features, as this is like one of those Infinifilm releases that New Line was doing back in the day, so it has a bunch of like DVD-ROM stuff. But it has Beyond the Movie features, the science and psychology of the chaos theory, the history and allure of time travel, a fact track, and then it has all access pass features, including filmmaker commentary, the creative process documentary, visual effects documentary, a storyboard gallery, the original theatrical trailer, and then it has some DVD-ROM content as well, including script-to-screen and image gallery, exclusive Infinifilm content, and more. So it has quite a few special features on here. It's a pretty good release, I think. I only paid $2 for this, so it was a no-brainer really, so happy to have that one in the collection. The next movie that I picked up is one that actually does not have a Blu-ray release at all, and is actually still quite hard to find. It's not a super big movie. Not a lot of people have probably seen this one, but it's one I had seen back in the day, and it's a movie I really enjoyed. It's a nice comedy movie, and that is Blast from the Past. This is a Brendan Fraser movie. I believe this is the late 90s is when this one came out. Yeah, 99. So it's a late 90s movie. It has Christopher Walken in it. It's a pretty good comedy movie. It's a romantic comedy type thing, and it's basically about this guy whose family thought that there was a nuclear holocaust in North America, and so they sealed themselves away for 35 years, and then when they finally resurface, it's like everything has changed, and there was no nuclear holocaust. So it's a pretty funny movie, definitely a good one to have. It came in the Snapcase version. It does have quite a few special features. This is very interesting. I'm actually quite surprised that it did this. It came with the widescreen and the full screen versions of the film. Not that I'll ever watch the full screen version, but it's just weird that it came with both. And then it comes with the Love Meter game, How Do You Rate, original theatrical trailer, and cast and crew biographies and filmographies. And it also has some DVD-ROM features called script-to-screen, up-to-the-minute information, and probably just links to IMDb and stuff like that. But yeah, came in one of the snap cases. I really love these snap cases. They're really cool. An advertisement for DVD. Alright, the next movie I picked up is one that I've actually been looking to pick up for a while. I picked up Blast from the Past for $2 as well. I haven't really bought this movie, just not because I don't like it. It's not one of my favorite historical drama movies, but it's a decent one. It's really well produced, and the soundtrack's really good. And it's just one that I've been meaning to get, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But I picked up The Last Samurai, and this is the 2-disc widescreen edition. So there's quite a few special features on here. It's a Tom Cruise movie, basically about the industrialization of Japan and the last of the samurai, and how that basically went. It's a pretty decent movie. I would probably rate it on the same level as like Troy, if you've ever seen Troy. It's about that level. But it does have quite a few special features in this disc. It is commentary by the director, History Channel documentary, History vs. Hollywood, The Last Samurai, Tom Cruise, A Warrior's Journey, Edward Zwick, director's video journal, Making an Epic, World of Detail, production design, Silk and Armor costume design, Imperial Army basic training, From Soldier to Samurai, the weapons, deleted scenes, and Japanese premieres. And it also has some DVD-ROM features, but I'm not even going to list those because I don't ever really use the DVD-ROM stuff. But yeah, a nice 2-disc edition of that movie. Picked that one up for $2 as well. Alright. This next movie is one that I actually really enjoy. It's a pretty well-known cult movie. It's an interesting take on The Invisible Man for sure. I picked up Holloman, and this one is basically about, you know, your traditional Invisible Man story. A scientist finds out how to become invisible, and he can't change back. But it's more of a modern twist on it. So it has a lot of elements from the actual book, which I really liked, like the whole fact that he thinks he can change himself back, but he can't. And that is a nice addition to this, because I know some Invisible Man movies don't really cover that as much. Well, I mean, I guess they do, but it goes more into detail, like him trying to figure it out, and most of the time it doesn't really have them trying to figure it out. But anyway, it's a really good version of Invisible Man. It's actually probably my favorite film adaptation of the movie, of the source material. Has quite a few special features on this disc as well. It comes with, let's see, widescreen. It lists a bunch of things that aren't special features, like subtitles. It's got a commentary by Paul Verhoeven, Kevin Bacon, and Andrew W. Marlowe. Isolated music score, which is really cool because Jerry Goldsmith did the music score for this. There's an HBO making of Anatomy of a featurette called Anatomy of a Thriller. 3 deleted scenes, fleshing out the Holloman, 15 behind-the-scenes featurettes, VFX picture-in-picture comparisons, which are always really cool, and then trailers, talent files, and production notes. So a lot of special features in here, which is really cool. I expected as much from a special edition release of this, and definitely happy to have that one. It's a pretty good version of Invisible Man. Not exactly the most traditional version, but it's a cool adaptation nonetheless. Alright, this next one is one that I actually have not seen yet. I've seen all the other ones so far. But this one is a movie I've been looking for. It's actually been quite hard for me to find. I know there's a Blu-ray release of this, but I picked up Holloman for $2. I picked this movie up for $1, and that is The Firm. This is a movie I've really been looking for. I've seen some trailers for this. It looks very interesting, and I don't know a whole lot about it, but it's one that I picked up, and it's for $1. I can't really beat that, so I wanted to get this movie anyway. It's been a hard time finding this one. But it does have a few special features, not many. It has 2 theatrical trailers and interactive menus, basically. The rest of the things aren't really special features. So yeah, got some theatrical trailers and interactive menus, which is cool. So, don't really have anything else to say about it other than I'm excited to check this one out. Got that one for $1. Alright, so this one is actually one I've really been looking for. I've had a hard time finding this one. I really needed to get this and one other movie to complete my collection. I picked up Jason X. Now, I have the entire Friday the 13th collection, which includes all of the Friday the 13th movies. But Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell are owned by New Line, and they are not considered canon, and they're not under this Friday the 13th umbrella. They only have the license to use the Jason character. And so I've been looking to get Jason Goes to Hell, which is very hard to find. I've never even seen a copy, and Jason X. The issue I've been having with Jason X has been trying to find a widescreen version of it at a decent price, and I finally got one. I picked this one up for $2, but it's been so long trying to find this movie, and I finally have this one. Still can't find Jason Goes to Hell, but I'm looking for that one. Specifically the unrated version. I know there's a Blu-ray, but it's only the rated R version. The DVD has the unrated version, so I'm really looking for that one. But it does have quite a few special features as well. It has widescreen version of the film. I guess that's a special feature. It has filmmaker commentary with director, original documentary, The Many Lives of Jason Voorhees, documentary on the history of Jason, and then it has another original documentary, By Any Means Necessary, The Making of Jason X, and then it's got a featurette called Jump to a Death, which I'm assuming is just like a scene selection for the different deaths in the movie, and a theatrical trailer. So, got quite a few special features in here, which is really nice, and like I said, I've been looking for this one for quite some time. Picked this one up for $2. Happy to add that one to my Friday the 13th / Jason collection. Now this next one is one that I actually wasn't really looking for, but I've seen some of the shorts from these guys before, and I got this one for $5, and I figured why not. I enjoyed the shorts, and I had never seen any of their stuff on DVD, so I picked this one up, and that is Classic Comedy Teams double feature of Laurel and Hardy. So this one includes Air Raid Wardens and Nothing But Trouble. So I really like the Laurel and Hardy shorts from the 20s and 30s. I think they're really funny. I haven't seen any of their full-length stuff, these are 2 full-length things. They're each about an hour long. It looks like they both take place around World War II, but they're both on one disc, so it's not too big of a deal though, because they're both only an hour long, so it's not too big of a deal. There is one special feature, and that includes the theatrical trailers for these movies, which is really cool. But other than that, it's a pretty bare bones release. I'm excited to check these out. I'm a big fan of like the 20s and 30s comedies. I want to get some Charlie Chaplin and stuff as well, but really happy to own that. Some Laurel and Hardy. Alright, the next movie I got is one that I'm not necessarily looking for, but I found it for a good price. I picked this up for $2 as well, and I picked up Catch Me If You Can. And this is the widescreen 2-disc edition, and this is a movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks, basically about check fraud and stuff. It's an interesting movie. It's really fun, and I'm surprised that I honestly haven't seen this movie talked about more in recent years. But it does have quite a few special features on here. It has Behind the Camera, Cast Me If You Can, Frank Abagnale, Between Reality and Fiction, The FBI Perspective, Score Featurette, and more. It doesn't say what the and more is. I'm assuming it's just little tiny things probably. But I got a few special features on here. It's a pretty good movie. I really enjoyed watching it. But yeah, always nice to get that for $2. Can't really argue with that one, so Catch Me If You Can. Alright, this next one is one I haven't seen. It's one I saw a trailer for back in the day. This is another early release Blu-ray. I think this is a '99 release Blu-ray. All I know about this is it's about a murder trial and Amish people. It is The Witness. Like I said, I haven't seen this one, but I've seen a trailer for it. It looked pretty good, so it's Harrison Ford. Can't really go wrong with Harrison Ford. It has two special features, a theatrical trailer and an interview with Peter Weir. So that's cool. So you have an interview with the director. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting release. It's an early DVD release. But it's in good shape, and definitely happy to check this one out. It is the widescreen version, so I only really try to buy the widescreen versions of movies, but I have not seen The Witness. I'm really looking forward to checking that one out. This next one is, I think, the earliest DVD that I own. It came out in '97, and This is a really, really cool release. It's a very early release, so there's no disc art or anything, but really cool. I picked up Das Boot, the director's cut, and this is the deluxe widescreen presentation version. I know there's a full screen version as well, but this is the widescreen version and the director's cut. So this is a 3.5-hour movie. I've heard a lot of really good things about this movie. Obviously, it's a German movie, and I speak a little bit of German, so that's really so that'll be interesting to check out as well. I don't know. Yeah, so there is a couple special features on here as well. This DVD is from 1997, and it comes with some advertisements for DVD and other things. But it's only a single layer DVD, so they put it on a flipper disc, which you don't see very often. So half the movie is on one side, half the movie is on the other side. It is a very early DVD, like I said, so that's most likely why. But the special features it comes with the making of / behind the scenes and a director's commentary. And it comes with a full 209-minute cut of the film. So that'll be really cool to check out. Finally, to actually have this movie, I've heard a ton about it. Everybody keeps telling me to watch it because I've seen U571 and I really like that movie. But that's all of the DVDs, and now let's move on to the last thing, which is a Blu-ray. This one was picked up brand new by my girlfriend, actually. So I didn't actually buy this one. She bought it for 12 bucks, I think. And this is a Blu-ray, and that is Jojo Rabbit. And this is a dark comedy movie about Germany during World War II. And it is pretty funny. It's actually got some touching moments to it. I think it's a good balance between serious, like you would want from a World War II movie, but also comedy. But some of the comedy in here is very dark, and it's actually quite funny. I mean, there's nothing else to really say about it. I think my favorite person in this is Rebel Wilson. I'm a really big fan of her work. I would love to see her in more things, but yeah, definitely a really funny movie, worth checking out if you guys can find that one. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I picked up. So let's do an overview. This is everything I got on DVD, and then this is the Blu-ray. So yeah, that's everything I picked up. Let me know what you guys think in the comment box below. Do you guys have any recommendations for me? Do you guys have you guys seen some of these movies? What do you guys think of them? Yeah, but other than that, I try to respond to as many comments as possible, so please leave me a comment. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.